guys, so today I am doing a video showing you guys the stuff that I've recently decluttered. And I want to give a huge disclaimer before I get into this video because this might be like semi-shocking to some of you. So over the last 5 years that I've been doing YouTube, I've been purchasing makeup, I've been getting makeup in PR, and initially it took a really long time to like get my first PR. So when I finally did, I remember it was Makeup Geek who sent it to me first. I was so grateful, still so grateful. I can't even believe that it's like a real thing that happens. Because I spent so long being able to not afford makeup very much, just like tiny little bits here and there, I cherish makeup with a different respect than I ever knew I would. It's really odd, but basically I'm a low-key hoarder. And that is because for the longest time, I just find makeup to be something like I can't get out of the mindset of I know I'm so grateful to have this, so I need to hold on to it and keep it for as long as humanly possible. And so I couldn't get rid of anything. I literally couldn't get rid of it. I mean, I've got makeup, the first makeup palettes I've ever purchased, I still have. All the makeup that I got in the Face Awards, still have. And of course I give things to family and friends and people who need it and ask for it, but I really keep everything. I mean, even if I don't like it, I'm like, I'll find a place for it. And it got to the point where my makeup room floor was just absolutely covered in new PR boxes and makeup and is this what you wanted? Is this what you wanted? I got to the point where there was so much and I couldn't get rid of anything, and I felt so guilty about letting anything go, and it made me feel like sick to my stomach to let things go. It's just this weird thing, and that I would never get rid of anything. So it was overflowing. Every makeup bin was filled to the top, and I found myself never reaching for anything and just going for new products that I was getting in PR, or going for my old favorites that I knew I was going to use, because there's no humanly possible way that one can use all of this makeup. And so was decluttering my room last week, and I found myself not getting rid of anything. I was going through and I was like, no, I need this because I might use this one day. No, I need this because, you know, I got this as a gift from this one company and I feel really guilty getting rid of it. And Zach was like, Chrissy, you're not doing this well. You need to get rid of more. And I called in the help of Sam. Talking to her, and she was like, do you need help? And I'm like, frankly, I do, because I can't get rid of anything. And she came over last Saturday and we sat down in my room for like 12 hours, not even exaggerating, and we went through every single makeup product that I own. And at the end of that, all of this, it was only because of her help that I got rid of anything, because I couldn't let it go because I felt so guilty letting it go. And she made up a really good point. She's like, somebody else could use this stuff that you're just letting sit in your drawer and go bad. Like, you can find a good place for this, and you can feel better about knowing that you have makeup that you're going to use, you're going to reach for, and the less you have, the more likely you are to go for things in your collection. And there's going to be more PR that comes, and there's going to be more launches that happen. So this isn't the be-all end-all. Like, when you get rid of this, it doesn't end there, you know? And so it really helped me feel better. I have to remember that this is just makeup and that it will go to better homes. So what I plan on doing with it, so all these things are decluttered, and all of these things, I'd say like 98% of this is brand new. Some of it has been gently used. I've kept that stuff separately as best as I could. But what I plan to do with this is, there is a working makeup artist in my area who is so incredible at her job. She does the most beautiful makeup. She's such a nice person. We've connected over the last few years. And so I asked her if she would like to come look through it, because I know she's going to use it, because she does makeup on clients every single day. And I have tons of different foundations and shade ranges and everything, and I know that she'll get use out of it. I also had my family come over and look through it, and I'm going to have more of my family come over and look through it, because before I do anything like giving to a shelter, I want to give to my family as well, because they know I have makeup, and if they need it or want to look through it, then I think that it's good for them. And then I'm going to give to women's shelters, and I thought about it would be kind of cool. My friend Kat said that maybe high school students as well might like some of this stuff. I think there are local shelters around here, or my friend Marie Bits and Clips, she said her church has an outreach program as well where they definitely could use the makeup. So it's going to go to good places. I definitely do want to do a giveaway. So far I've decluttered everything. My family's gone through some of it, but I'm going to get some new palettes and things, or new products that I really like, and do a giveaway. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some of what I'm getting rid of. There's no way I could show you everything. We'd be here for like literally 12 hours. I'm not going to go through every single product, but I'm going to go through certain areas and show you some things that I'm getting rid of, and why, and what you know, influenced my decision to get rid of it, because if it weren't for her, I probably would have kept 90% of this. This was really hard for me to do. Like, she literally, what Sam was doing, she's been doing like a declutter series on her channel lately, and she was telling me, like, with each product that I was going through, I was like, yes, I definitely want to keep this, like this Fix Plus matte right here. This is from MAC. And she was like, okay. And she opened up my drawer and she's like, you have 11 Fix Pluses in here. Do you need this one? I'm like, oh, yeah. It's just so hard. And so, because the way that she explained it was like, if you have a product and you're gonna reach for a gloss, let's say. So let's say I decluttered like 100 glosses over here. And for me, that's tough because I love lip glosses. I would keep all of them. I would keep the full collection of everything. If different were colors I wouldn't use. And she's like, okay, but if you're gonna go for a red lipstick, are you gonna go for MAC? Which is, yes, the answer is yes, that's what I'm gonna go for. Or are you gonna go for this random brand's liquid red lipstick? And I'm like, no, I would never reach for that. That's not what I would go for. She's like, then why are you keeping it? And the answer was, because I can't let it go, bitch. I would say, like, of all the makeup I have, I probably got rid of, and it's really, really hard for me to look at, and it makes me feel bad, but I probably got rid of like 70% of it. And that is crazy for me. I know that it'll keep building back up over the years, but setting sprays. So some of these are primers, some of these are setting sprays, but anything spray worthy, I just put in one area. These are the two Smashbox and Nicole Concealio. You guys may see some brand collab things in here. That's no shade to anybody. I just kept what I needed and I'm decluttering what I don't. So I kept one of the three. I kept the one that I like the smell best on. I think it was the coconut one. And then I'm going to pass these along to somebody else. There's a lot of NYX setting sprays in here. When I was in the Face Awards, the reason I'm not keeping these is because I do have some that I did keep, which I'll do a video on that soon. But yeah, this I love so much. This is the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix, but I kept the large size one and I'm decluttering the smaller one. This is probably no surprise to any of you. This is primers, and I feel like brands send out so many primers, especially Smashbox. They're all like that silicone-y primer, so it's not something that I'm going to use ever. Yeah, I am passing all of these along because I'm just realistically haven't used them, haven't opened the drawer with them in it. These are brand new, need to go to new homes, and no real reason other than I just don't see a use for primers. They have never made my makeup stay on longer, look better. Powders, these are all like HD powders, loose powders. We've got the NYX powders. Really, again, a lot of these things are because they're not my shade. Like that, this is not my shade, so I'm not going to keep it because somebody could get use out of this. Some of these MAC products that I got rid of, like this is the Studio Fix powder. I kept one of them, but I don't need to keep like 10, and they sent over a bunch of different shades. So this is NW22, not my shade. I got rid of all my HD powders because yes, I don't like them, and there's no reason to keep something that I'm not going to use. Maybe somebody else likes HD powders. I hate them so much. I've talked about this in the past, so I'm just passing them along. A lot of these are brand new. They look bad because when things are in like a powder drawer, they get so dirty, especially if they have this soft touch packaging. These are all the blushes that I'm getting rid of. There are actually some highlighters. Is this highlighter? A lot of these blushes are just colors realistically. I'm not gonna wear this. Came in a BoxyCharm. It's really pretty. It's like a hot, hot pink. Here's Maddie. Yeah, that's just realistically, I'm just not gonna use that. A lot of these are just products that I've had for a while, intend on using, and then haven't, so I'm being realistic with myself. Like, this is a Cargo blush. It's really pretty, but I haven't reached for it, so am I going to? No. I got rid of a ton of these NYX blushes. These are all brand new in package still. Just realistically, like, I'm not gonna use all these blush sticks, all these ombre duo blushes. I did keep some of them, but I'm giving away most because they're still brand new in package from when I was in the Face Awards. I love the Artist Face colors from Makeup Forever so much, but this is a color that's suited best for deep skin. This wouldn't work on me because it's got deep shimmer to it, and so it's just not going to work on my skin tone. And then that's pretty much it. So these are all the concealers that I'm getting rid of. A lot of the ColourPop No Filter, just in shades that aren't suited for me. So I'm gonna pass those along to someone else who can enjoy them. Same with the BH Cosmetics concealers. These are nice, but I don't suit these shades. The color correcting palette from NYX, I would just never use color corrector. Infallible Total Cover concealers, again, color correcting. I'm just not that person. Some of these EX1, I kept some of them, but I got rid of some of them because I don't need like 50 different colors. More powders. More powders. Shades that don't match me. I've got lots of, and then a lot of these are just like, again, things I don't really reach for. I did keep some of these Dermablend powders, but I had like 5 of them, so I'm decluttering like 3 of them. So this is my box of foundations, and most of these I'm only decluttering because they are not my shade. I never did return these. I should have, because I spent an exorbitant amount of money on them. And these are the Shape Tape foundations. So I'm gonna pass these along to someone who may get some use out of them. I'm not gonna use them. I didn't like either of the formulas, and you know how that went. I really love this. These are the Laneige BB cushions, and I got these back in the day at like a Generation Beauty, and I love these so much, but these are not my shades, unfortunately. I would keep all of these if they were, because they were such a beautiful formula. It Cosmetics sent over a whole bunch of the CC creams. These are just the shades like medium tan and deep, etc. Same with Too Faced, sent over their whole entire range, all shades of the Peach Perfect foundation, which I have tried and I'll link up here in a review. I don't remember if I love these or not. They're a comfort matte, so it didn't look amazing. I've heard good things about it, so I want to try it again now that I have different shades. But CoverGirl just released a new foundation, and they came out with I think like 40 or 50 shades, and so I kept the ones that I think will suit me, and then these are all being decluttered. Gotta find new homes, so there's like 37 CoverGirl foundations in here. Most of these is that brands will send their entire line of foundations in every shade, and so I just have to declutter all the ones that don't work for me. But this will be good because I heard that women's shelters, like the main thing that they need are foundations and concealers and mascaras and things like that, like the most basic things that people need. So this is a big box foundation, and there are 2 of these. This I'm surprised by. This is my highlighter box, and it's not as big as I thought, because this is the one product I didn't declutter that much of. I have 2 of these, so I am decluttering one and passing it along. This is the Pure Quick Pro Highlight Palette. I really, really like this, but I don't need 2 of them. These are the Smashbox and Casey Holmes collaboration. You can't buy this anymore, but I don't find myself reaching for it, so I'm gonna pass it along to someone else who will. Becca Smoky Quartz. This is a shade that is so beautiful, but it's just not suited for my skin tone, so I need to find a new home for it. The NYX Away We Glow. I just find myself, again, not reaching for these. They're fine. They're just not something that I go for all that often. The Strobo Genius palette's actually a really great highlighter palette, but I already have one, so I am passing this one along. I also decluttered the Shayla and ColourPop colors because I could use these for eyeshadows, but I already have eyeshadows that I'm realistically gonna go for before I'm gonna pull these out. So if I'm just being honest with myself, someone else will get use of this. These are really pretty. They're just not suited for me because they're suited best for like a medium to deep skin tone. So these are gonna be passed along. Same with this here, which is the, is this a highlighter? Yeah, these are the Luster Dust, and this one is best suited for deeper skin tone. I decluttered a few of the Makeup Geek highlighters that are like super duochrome and colors that I'm not necessarily ever going to wear that often. All right, and instead of bringing these last boxes over, I'm going to just show you from here because there's no way. I mean, these are just, they're just so overwhelming. These are all of the lip products that I'm decluttering in these 2 boxes right here. And I know that seems like so much, I'm aware, but there's a big reason for it. Like, I look at these colors and I'm like, wow, these are so neat and they're so interesting. The amount that I'm going to use a green lip of the day is just not that. I have so many of them because when I was in the Face Awards, they sent so many things. So like, I decluttered a bunch of these lip of the days. It's not that I don't like them, I just don't see myself reaching for them that often because I do not like liquid lipsticks anymore. Not something I ever gravitate towards. So a lot of this is liquid lipstick or colors that I just don't see myself wearing. Like these are really beautiful and I love the packaging of these Makeup Geek Showstopper cream stains, but I'm not gonna wear a purple lipstick. I'm just not. So there are a lot of liquid lipsticks in here and it's not brand specific. I didn't just get rid of one brand. It's so many. Like Mellow Cosmetics, I appreciate them so much and I did a video with them recently. I was really impressed by their products, but they sent over every lip product that they carry 3 times. So I don't need 3 of the same liquid lipstick. I don't need 3 of the same lip liners. So I decluttered 2 of the 3 of everything. A lot of products like this, which are the NYX Cosmic Metals, these are all unopened, still in the package. I'm just realistically not going to wear a lipstick that color. And if I did, I would find it in something else probably. I don't see myself being like, oh, where's that one green NYX lipstick, you know? Whipped lip products as well. I just don't find myself wanting to wear them. My lips are small and it's not flattering. If I want a shade like this, I'm going to find this same style of color in my MAC lipsticks because I like a lipstick formula so much better because it's creamy. It does definitely have to be reapplied, but it doesn't dry out your lips. I absolutely hate when you wear a liquid lipstick and they're so dry on your lips and then you get that cracking. My lips don't look like that in a liquid lipstick. Let me just put it that way. That is not what they look like, and that is pretty and I like it, but I got rid of a lot of the ultra matte lips from ColourPop. I love the ultra satin lips. Those are much better. And the ultra glossy, love, but ultra matte, I just never am going to go for. A lot of grayish shades. These are what I used to wear back in the day, like these very gray tone shades. They're just not things that I'm gonna wear now if I'm being honest with myself. Like if I'm really just being so honest, these aren't something that I'm gonna just like reach for often. So I'm not gonna go through every lip product, and that's really it. It's mostly liquid lipsticks, very, very drying things, or doubles of everything, or just shades realistically that I'm not gonna reach for. Then these are the eyeshadow palettes down here. So you can see right off the bat these Deck of Scarlet palettes. I think they're a pretty neat concept and I've really liked them in the past, and I've worked with them before on videos long ago. But if I'm being realistic, I think products like this are best suited for people who are just getting into makeup or who don't want to spend a ton of money. It's not something that I think I have found myself reaching for because these products don't perform above and beyond anything else that I couldn't find. So the Balm sends over a bunch of different PR, but they send over duplicates of the same palette. So these are two Meet Matchmaker palettes, and they're just like a very neutral eyeshadow palette. Same with Meet Matrimony. This I was so excited about. This was my Tartelette palette, but I just find myself not reaching for this at all. I don't love Tarte eyeshadows on me. I don't know if it's something that I'm doing or what, but I just find that like I can't get them to blend out. A bunch of these Smashbox, they are neat. But again, if I'm gonna reach for like a coppery shade, I'm likely not gonna be like, oh yeah, that one Smashbox trio that I have. I'm probably gonna go into like a Jaclyn palette or like my Soft Glam or something, because it's not like these shades are so unique. Like this is a silver shade, this is a silver shade. Like they're pretty and everything, and I think these are cool, and I'm so appreciative to have them, but I think somebody will get more use out of them than I am. These are just a few MAC palettes that were sent over. These are pretty, but again, I don't need this much makeup. The Urban Decay Sin Afterglow palette, it's just not that good, if I'm being honest. Like, I can find these colors in other products that I have, and I don't know, I just don't find myself wanting to use it. This one is the You Had Me at Hello palette from ColourPop, which I love, but they sent me two, so this is a duplicate. Same with the Urban Decay and Kristen Leanne collection. This one specifically, again, these colors are something that I can dupe out with a lot of other palettes, and I don't see myself specifically running to reach for this one. So this is the Daydream palette. And then a few of these, like these are the Cover Shop palettes that I just don't see myself reaching for because they're too light shades. The Katy Kat eyeshadow palette, it's pretty, but I think somebody will enjoy it more than me. And then I got the MAC Patrick Star collection twice in the mail, so I am not getting rid of this because I don't like it, but because it is gonna be used best by somebody else because I already have it. All right guys, and that is the majority of it. Like there is so much more, but I feel like the other things are like lotions, nail polishes, things that you guys are probably not all that interested in seeing. But I know this is so excessive and I'm like so aware, but I think I'll do a video in the future, show you guys what I kept and what made the cut. I'm glad to be finding good homes for this stuff. Like as much as it kills me to get rid of it, I have to know that it can't stay here and sit in my drawers forever. There's no way I can wear 500 lipsticks, so somebody else is gonna get some good use out of it, and I need to just remember that. It's just makeup, and if I really, really miss it, I can rebuy it. I hope you guys were interested in this video and that it was somewhat helpful for you guys to see. It's just very freeing to know that this stuff is going to be gone very soon to good places. That is it for this video. I hope this was at all interesting for you guys to watch. If it was, please give it a thumbs up. Be kind in the comments. I know it can be a little jarring to see somebody with this much stuff. Trust me, I used to watch videos like this back in the day and I was like, you ungrateful bitch. If somebody wasn't just like fawning over everything that they had and keeping it all and having this giant collection, I was like, wow. There's no point in me just keeping it all to be like, look at everything I have, when somebody else could actually use the product. That's how I kind of look at it. Because yeah, I could keep it and like have this giant store of a makeup collection, but it makes me anxious because it's just too much stuff for one person, and I just don't like not using it. Like I feel guilt if I don't use it, so somebody else is gonna. And I hope you guys like this video, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you at my next video. Bye!